what are the critical rooms? Because when the buyer comes in, you've got about 15 seconds to grab them.
I'm Maud Léger, and this is the Realtors Conspiracy Podcast, where we crack the code to real estate success. Learn from top realtors, entrepreneurs, innovators about how to grow your business as we discuss real estate success stories, mindset, processes, motivations, and the key to their success. Check out our podcast episodes every Monday to crack the code to success for your real estate business. This week, I'm speaking with Muriel Murdock from M&M Home Staging and Furniture Rentals in Hamilton. Muriel created a home staging course for realtors that is the ultimate course for realtors that either want to learn how to stage homes and listings themselves or learn tips and tricks on how to effectively present at listing presentations and set the stage for the stager. For tools and techniques of cost-effective ways to get the house ready, let's get to my chat with Muriel. Hi Muriel, thank you for joining us today, and tell us about the course you created to help realtors with staging their properties.
Well, what's happened through the years is that I have home staging is a passion of mine. So as I've grown my business and over the years, our main client is the real estate agent and establishing partnerships and relationships with real estate agents. And what's happened is that over the years, I have had some real estate agents come to me and say, you know what, Muriel, how about if you create a course just for real estate agents? Some of us would actually like to do the staging ourselves. And so I would keep that in the back of my mind because what I've done over recent years is I have developed home staging classes, programs for different colleges and universities in Ontario. And I teach them also. So I develop the courses and I teach them. And as I am doing home staging and especially the new real estate agents that are coming into the business, okay? The younger ones are more ambitious and they are willing to take that on. Home staging, adding home staging services to their portfolio as a real estate agent can be a daunting task. Not all real estate agents are crazy or they don't have the time. They don't have the time because they have observed home staging at its best. Mm-hmm. And it's a lot of work to plan it out, to develop it, to implement it, to stage it, and to come back and destage a staging project. So, but the new real estate agents that are just coming on scene have expressed interest. And I thought, I want to develop a course, a home staging course, but that is specific to their requirements.
Yes.
Because home staging courses for the general population of somebody that wants to get into home staging, there's a lot of information in there that is related to creating the home staging business.
Yes.
Real estate agents don't need that. They've got their real estate license. They've got their own business. They just want to know how to stage a house the way that we do and be able to do it in no time at all and be able to see each project and say to themselves, I can do this. I can do this. Yeah.
I think that's very cool that you've been teaching home staging for a future home stager and now taking that on for real estate agents themselves. Mm-hmm. Help them in the process.
Yeah.
That's a good.
I like to help people. That's my passion. So I like the home staging aspect of it to help homeowners be able to get the best look for their house when they're selling it, to get the highest price on their return. And I like to help real estate agents that feel that, I can take this on, and I'd like to add that to my portfolio of services.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Always.
And then they will reap the benefits of having taken the course when they stage the house themselves and they save money.
Mhm.
It's a win-win for everybody.
Nice. I love it. The win-win. How do you describe your course? Like if I were to be explaining it to a real estate agent, what's the benefit of the course? What do they learn? How's the process? How long it is? Tell us more.
Okay, this course was developed during our famous pandemic. Okay,
Yeah.
so to make it as easy as possible, it's an online course that they can follow at their own pace.
Nice.
Because I am fully aware that real estate agents, they don't have a 9 to 5 job.
Yeah.
Okay, very long hours, very unpredictable. So for them to even attend a college, a university that is giving home staging courses, that means that they have to be available maybe a certain day a week from say 7 to 10 o'clock at night, okay, every Thursday. And I know that because that's what's happening, with the courses I'm now
That
teaching,
you're doing.
okay?
Yeah.
So I said, no, no, I want to bring it to their home. They don't have to travel anywhere. They don't need babysitters, and they can do the course when they've got the time to sit down and do the course.
Yeah. That's
And it's very easy to follow. It has a lot of visuals. So everything that I'm providing, and I concentrate on the essential elements in home staging. I don't talk about creating a home staging business and forms that you should fill out and on and on and on, or even how to deal with the client. They know how to deal with the client.
yeah.
They're the first one on premises, at the scene, if you want to call it that,
Yeah.
before we are. So they know their client, they know the requirements. So I'm just giving them the tools, the techniques in order to stage that house room by room by room.
Yeah. Nice. What's
Very easy.
what's your number one advice for when you're staging a room? Like what to look for, where to start? What is it?
It's funny because like for me, it's so natural, like I come in and I know immediately how it falls into place. What I usually advise them to do is definitely they've met with the client, they've seen the home, they go from room to room to see what needs to be done.
Mhm.
Because a lot of times, even before staging day, there's a lot of work that the client needs to do
Pack.
before you show up and you do all the nice stuff.
Yes.
Okay. So I provide them with that basic information, what to look for when they go from room to room. I also emphasize which rooms are the most important rooms that need to be either renovated, uh, touched up with a fresh coat of paint. What are the critical rooms? What are the most cost effective methods
Yeah.
of improving, repairing what needs to be done? And also, in each room, what are the critical rooms? Because when the buyer comes in, you've got about 15 seconds to grab them.
Yeah.
And so I usually say to them, make it count. So the first room when they walk in that house is usually like the entrance with the living room,
Yeah.
something like that. Make it count. Make sure it looks great.
Open the door, capture them.
Yes, because, and also what's very important, and you can think of it whenever you've ever gone out to buy a home for yourself. When you walk in the door, like you say, you better impress me. So if I've always said, if you walk into the house and the partner, okay, is not impressed by what they see, yes, they may go through the formality of they're there, go through the house. But if they're not impressed with what they see, it's not a good start. It's not a good start.
Nice.
No. Yeah.
That's very cool. What would be three things that every realtor should do when they're staging a house? Three most important things.
three things. Okay, you make sure that you stage the most vital rooms. The most important rooms to me are definitely the living room when you come in, the first room that they'll see,
Yeah.
the kitchen, and the master bedroom.
Nice.
Everybody seems to think, well, the main floor is always important, but you've got to have one bedroom that is their oasis, and you have to bring in the luxury in the master bedroom. You have to make it look like a luxurious hotel room. To
Nice.
me, oh yeah, yeah. Your visual when you walk into each room. What is the first thing that you see? Make it count. So if you're walking into the master bedroom, usually the first thing you're going to see that should be facing you is the bed. Okay, so
Nice.
make sure the bed is properly, beautiful comforters, cushions. Make sure that you have a beautiful piece of art above the headboard. That is the biggest piece of furniture in the master bedroom.
Yeah.
If you can't be bothered to do it properly and that it is not clean, welcoming, comforting, luxurious, they'll say, oh, okay, it's just another bedroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
So look out for the key rooms that need to be staged. Make sure that when they walk into each room, what is the first thing that they see? Okay, it's called a focal point. Okay, so make sure you're fully aware of the focal point and you stage around the focal point in order to make it look good.
Yeah. Cool. What would be the number one colors right now? Anything to go more neutral or to add some pops of colors? How do you suggest they go about that?
If you want to know what are the color trends,
yes,
every year you have famous paint companies like Benjamin Moore or William Sonoma, and every year they come up with the palette of colors. Okay, what are the neutral tones and what can be considered the color of the year, you know? And that's how you stage. What you do is you tend to have the large pieces like furniture pieces in neutral tones, and your pop of color, you introduce that with your accessories.
Nice.
So your accessories meaning art,
yeah,
meaning what you put on the tables, on the shelves, and also what you use as comforters, cushions, pillows. There's area rugs.
Yeah.
There's where you introduce your pop of color.
Nice. Very cool. So yeah, that was one of my questions I was going to ask. How can realtors keep up with the trends? So look at the colors, look at the Benjamin Moore's trend of the year when they release that.
For sure. And also one thing that I have found that is very good, if you want to stay on trend, and I say this to all my students, I say, hopefully when I tell you about the following, you know what I'm talking about, especially if you're interested in this industry. It's called HGTV. Okay, so on television, you have a multitude of renovating shows. Okay, and I said you can gravitate towards the show that appeals to you the most. Okay, that you're drawn to, maybe their style. But let me tell you, those shows will educate you big time at the end of the show when they stage the property that they've renovated.
Yeah, okay. Totally. There's tons.
Yeah, so you will know what is modern, what is a contemporary style staging. You'll know what is a traditional style. There are many styles, but usually the buyer audience wants to see a blend of modern and contemporary style staging.
Yeah.
They want it clean and they want it organized and they want to see modern colors. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing all those tips. I think we're gonna share that course and invite everybody to check out your website and take it on and learn more about home staging.
Oh, for sure. Like I said, it's a win-win, no matter how you look at it. it's definitely a win-win. And if anybody has any questions, they can give me a call.
Yeah, that's amazing. Thanks for joining. Subscribe to our podcast, Realtors Conspiracy, today.